We've had a great rally today, a coalition of union members and community members together protesting against the current government's policies. We gathered in Queen's Park in the city and marched down George Street into the parliamentary precinct. That precinct wasn't big enough to hold everybody. We had over 10,000 people supporting us, and I think that was a surprise for everybody.
We gather on hallowed ground. Our gathering of trade unions today reflects the spirit of December '89. Solidarity forever, for the unions make us strong.
And thank you for turning up in front of our Parliament to question the direction of this government, a fundamental democratic right. Since coming to power, the Union government has defined itself by the Costello Commission of Audit that indicated, among other things, that Queensland had 18,500 more public servants that it could afford.
Wow, there's a lot of you here today. Good work on coming out. I'm here as a member of an organisation that's been subject to defunding, and I represent a number of other organisations. I see a number of my colleagues here, and I'm also here as a rank and file member of the Australian Services Union. 90 of my colleagues across the state are going to lose their jobs.
Our workers are not numbers on a spreadsheet for Tim Nichols and his budget. They're real people. They deserve respect. It's time this government, as the employer of public servants, treated its workers with respect. The public service is supposed to provide frank and fearless advice to the government of the day. Without employment security, who is going to challenge anything this government does as a public servant? People are in fear of their jobs.
There's going to be 1,200 job losses in the Department of Works. 550 of those are Q-billed in South East Queensland alone. There's going to be 88 from North Queensland. For what reason they're losing their jobs, I don't know.
People's lives are not for profit. We are not a dollar value. If you're looking at us as a dollar value, that just shows you how little you think of this community.
1 month ago, the Premier of Queensland said he was yet to meet anybody who was unhappy with him as Premier. So I'll start with this question. Are you happy? Are you happy? And I hope they heard that in there, because there are literally hundreds of thousands of Queenslanders, many who voted for this government, who are very unhappy because what they voted for is not what the government promised before the election. The government promised that the public service had nothing to fear. The government promised that the public sector had a bright and rewarding future in front of it. The government promised that there'd be no forced redundancies. And on election night, the Premier promised he would govern for all Queenslanders.
What this government has done is to use its ultimate power of legislation to override agreements made between government and employees by legislating to take away your employment security, to take away your consultation rights, and to allow them to outsource at will.
So today was a great success both for the union movement and the general community.
It's not the last of that, though. We'll be campaigning for the next 800 days of this government.
From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to ask you to fill in the postcards. They're out today. Fill in the postcards. Go to our website, standforqld.com.au. Go to the Queensland Council of Unions website, and there'll be further actions as we go along in this hard road over the 3 years of this government.